All right, folks. Well, the inaugural, I guess this was the inaugural.
Sure.
Woodland Hills Drive Thru Sports Match Play Championship has concluded. Paul Breece, the visitor, took it by a 6-5 count. He won 6-5 on holes. We actually tied. Our scores were tied, but we're not going to tell you what those scores were.
No.
Started rough, to say the least. There were some good parts mixed in. It was all good and fun. There's some frustrations there, as could be expected, I think. What's your biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway is this.
I know it's coming.
I drove down to Freeman's home course, or we'd like to theoretically say his home course. He set me up. This is post-match. This was probably the toughest course I've played in a long time. And I asked him, I said, from the tee box, how many greens can you see that were not a par 3? And out of the, let's see.
Well,
there was, so 4 out of the 14 remaining holes, you take away the par 3s, he could only come up with 2 holes where you go from the tee box and you can actually see the green in vision. So of those 12 holes.
14.
Well, 14 minus the 2 that you mentioned, right?
Okay, 4 and 7.
So
right.
12 holes were blind tee shots in which he tried to point me in the right direction.
I did.
And he told me when to lay up and when not to lay up. But listen, I didn't drive all the way to Ackworth, Georgia to lay up. I brought the big dog out, and the big dog failed me a bunch today. But the point being is this: Woodland Hills stands by its name. A lot of Woodland Hills. And that's was not any fun for a golfer of once every month kind of player.
Yeah. And again, in his defense, and also in the defense of the course, let's be honest. For as tough as it is, you got some pretty good bounces on multiple holes. Okay? I'm thinking on the drive on 13. I'm thinking of 18? The approach shot on 15. I'm thinking the drive on 18 was the most ridiculous bounce I've never seen a shot go where yours went and then end up dead in the middle of the fairway about 240 yards out.
I would like to say this. Entering 18, I was up by one. I was up 1 hole with 1 to play. So we get to the tee box. I think Adam has honors. He hits his tee shot, a little lazy pop fly to left field kind of deal.
Pretty weak.
It's going to be into the trees, but he finds it and he's punching out. I tip my tee shot hard right. Well, I wouldn't say hard right, but it
was struck well.
Yeah. And
took a little tail to it.
Took a Jose Canseco forehead bounce back into the middle of the fairway.
Over the cart path. And a row of bushes that's up there. Sure. Anybody that's ever played Woodland Hills knows that the cart path, you've got a retaining wall, row of bushes. He hit above that, and it bounced sideways into the cart path, into the fairway. Unbelievable.
And so this is a par 5, so we're ending this. And
so you're about how far?
It's a short par 5 because I think we're about 170 out.
Yeah, 170 out.
And, the smart play in me being ahead with 1 hole would be to lay up and just get up and down and get out of there. I look at him and I said, I didn't drive down here for this. I went and I brought out the 3-wood. I'm going for it in 2. And a stinging duck hook into the water puts myself in a poor situation that now I'm looking to just try to,
You were hitting 4 from the same spot.
I was dropping, hitting 4, got up there with inside maybe 50 yards on my fourth shot. Freeman's in the middle of the fairway, punched out, hitting 2. So he's
hit 3.
He's
from
hitting
the same
3
spot he's
from
hitting 4.
That's right. And
7-iron. Thudded it.
7-iron thud. 7-iron repeat thud.
That was a pitching
wedge thud. So we're equal distance now in the same spot inside 50 yards.
Equal shot.
And it's
same. We're hitting the same shot.
It's up. He goes up and down. I said it's probably going to be up, down, down. Probably the way we've been playing. Yeah. It's 98 degrees heat index.
It's hot.
And
it's warm.
As we do know that it did take me a couple of chips to get up there. I think you may.
No. You got up there.
Okay, we got up.
You were a little bit off.
Yeah, I was off. You were on.
I was on, but I was 45 feet away from the pin, downhill. So I was putting uphill.
So it's putt.
At that point, when I was on the green and you were just off, we were laying 5.
Which is not a good thing.
No.
But anyway, as it all plays out, we were laying
2 putt.
Yeah, we 2 putt each, and we tie the hole, and that was it. But don't say that I didn't give you an opportunity multiple times.
I had multiple opportunities to, especially on the back 9, to tie.
Oh, sure.
Or the putt on 16. Yeah, I had the chip that was short.
That's correct.
You parred that hole.
Yeah.
I bogeyed it. My drive was horrific. And I walked up to hit another ball. He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm hitting another ball because I just want to." And I hit it pin high right off the to the left of the hole.
As I explained to my wife, it was one of those rounds where normally when I play, I usually hit 3 or 4 good shots on a hole and then 1 bad shot. But somehow I can recover pretty quick.
Right.
Today it was 4 bad shots and 1 good shot. And it just continued to spiral downward. And
and here's the thing. What do you think? Was it the fact that you were playing a new course? Was it the heat? What?
You predicted last night that about hole 10, 11, 12, I would start to falter due to the heat, due to my conditioning. And lo and behold, I think I had a 3-hole lead at the time. And then he won the next 3 holes on 13, 14, 15. And then that's when the light bulb came on. And I won 16 because I was like, man, this guy's – he predicted it that I was going to just start going downhill when the heat got turned up. The Atlanta heat turned up. And, I just had to hang on. But, yeah, I think exactly it had – I'm gonna blame 75% of the course and the not being able to know the trick shots that you need off the tees. I mean, obviously you would tell me, listen, it's a 4-iron off, don't get your driver out. I was dumb enough to say, listen, I didn't come this far. I'm bringing out the driver. I don't care.
On 2, there's only one other person I've ever played with that's hit driver on that hole, and that's Matt Jones.
Okay.
And he hits it about 280.
Yeah.
If he gets it good and solid.
But here's the thing. I think I hit a pretty good drive.
I think you hit it pretty good. You just didn't hit it. It went a little to the right. I mean, I think it would have carried the creek if it had gone, where you were asking to. So here's the thing. So we're going to try something here. We've got some clips that we're going to attach to our video. We're going to try to attach it to this video sort of periodically throughout. So as you can see, we're about the 11-minute mark here in our video. So couple shots. I got a couple shots of Breece off the tee. I got one of him squirrel digging it into the water.
This guy hits one with it on the par 3. I thought he stuck it pretty close. I couldn't tell.
It was about 12 feet.
He gives me the yardage. I got the club. I mean, I hit it right on a dime, hit it square, and he goes, I think it's going to be short. And when I thought he thought it was going to be short, I thought it was going to be short on the green. No, it was about 5 yards from it landed in the water. And I just got livid because I thought he told me the wrong yardage, grabbed the next club down, swung it as hard as I could, and that was it. That was a laser into the water.
Yeah.
It just said, I'm dropping up there.
Yeah, that hole, and anybody that's played out there, hole 14 is just a magnet for balls. That water, it's like it has to carry the water, you got to hit it 140 because it's all water.
Yeah.
And
well, it shouldn't be too hard.
It shouldn't be too hard. That's right.
Yeah.
I hit a 7-iron, like I told you. That's the second time in my life I haven't hit my first shot in the water. I'm just telling you, there's something about that hole. You walk up to that tee box, and all you see is that water. It messes with your head.
Yeah.
It messes with your head. So I got a nice little clip of Paul chili dipping that second shot right into the water and his reaction. So that's nice. I think there's a couple other shots, videos. Maybe.
Well, I just want to say I appreciate the hospitality, Adam. Always a good time to hang out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's excellent host. Dinner was fantastic. Gave my wife a chance to kind of reset without the kids, and she's enjoyed herself as well. So your daughters have been tremendous, involved in the family time, and it's
robbery.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you gave her, but
I don't know. I'll probably find out later what it cost me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so it was a good time, and I appreciate it, and I think we're gonna probably do it again. And who knows with what's going on in the fall? Maybe we could
shoot. I'd drive up there on a Saturday and play some in Tennessee. But guys, we are going to be playing again tomorrow.
This is just for fun.
This is just for funsies, just to kind of get out there and hit it. Because when I tell you where we're playing, you'll realize that it's not serious. Then it's just for funsies, and we're playing at Green Valley Greens in Cartersville. All right, so anybody that's played out there, you know what that's about. And we may end up just playing 9 holes, probably, because he's got to get on back so he can host his Hamilton party at his house later.
Hamilton, don't forget, streaming live on
All
Disney.
right, so we're gonna be putting some clips in here momentarily. We're going to stick them at the end, probably, maybe have a couple at the beginning, but stick a few at the end so you guys can see sort of how our day went. Had its highs, had its lows. That's the way it is. But hey, any day at the golf course is better than a day at the office. We all know that's true. And we appreciate you guys watching Drive Thru Sports with Adam and Paul. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. We had a lot of great stuff on Twitter today at D3 Sports, as well as listen to all of our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeart. For Adam Freeman, my good buddy Paul Breece,
let's go.
We'll see you later, and we'll have another episode tomorrow.